Hello everyone, Joshua from Dify here. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to use our latest file upload features to build an incredible chat flow. We created an AI podcast that can generate high-quality, engaging speech from a range of inputs like text, PDF, docs, and so on, similar to Google NotebookLM's audio feature. Our team member Evan Chen has crafted this template in our Explore page to help you get started quickly. Let's break down how this case works. First up, the Start node. You need to set up a few variables to create a file upload entrance and preset some options for users. Start by adding a new variable and selecting the single file type. This limits your users to uploading only one file at a time. Fill in the variable and label name, then choose the file types users can upload. In this example, we will choose documents, but Dify also supports other types, like images, audio, and video. You can even create custom options. Lastly, both local and URL uploads are allowed. Next, set variables for the tone, host name, guest name, and podcast language. These are the options you want your users to place at the beginning. For tone, apply the select type and use drop-down options with choices like casual, formal, and humorous. These let your users customize the podcast style. Similarly, for language, you can set 3 drop-down options: Mandarin, English, and Japanese. Lastly, set 2 separate variables with short text type, allowing your users to input the host and guest names. Okay, that's it for the Start node. So next up, there is a new node we made recently, the Document Extractor. The file users upload can be directly processed by the LLM node. So you need to add this node to extract content and output it as a string that the LLM can use. Simply set up the input variable and you are good to go. Then, we have 3 LM nodes to process the content extracted from the file and help generate a podcast script. The first LM node will distill key information needed for the podcast, like themes, story points, and data. We use Cloud 3.5 for this. The system prompt sets its role as a podcast producer and outlines what its generally needs to do. Then the detailed instructions are put in the user prompt, asking it to analyze the input and brainstorm ideas. Also, don't forget to insert a variable, the document extractor's output, to ensure it gets the necessary information. The second LM node will generate a natural, engaging, and personalized podcast dialogue based on the analyzed output from the last LM node. We've set the document extractor output variable as a context, then input the role guidelines in the system prompt to ensure the script aligns with the defined roles and styles. We've also inserted the variables that were set before in the user prompt to make sure the script follows the user input requirements. After that, using an answer node to ensure when a chat flow executes to this LM node, users can see the streaming output. The last LM node produces a podcast summary by recapping key points through the host and guest dialogue, offering thoughtful insights. All the steps are similar to previous node. It will generate the conclusion about the podcast topic. Now we have 2 parts of the script content created by the second and third LM nodes, the main script and the conclusion part. You need to combine these 2 output variables using a template node. Here, we've selected these 2 variables as input in this node. Put these 2 placeholders together here, and this node will output one variable containing both. We've also placed an answer node here to remind the user the podcast is generating. Next, you will need a podcast audio generator, which is one of our built-in tools, to help transform the podcast script into audio. We only support OpenAI's text-to-speech model for now, but you can submit a PR to add more providers and make audio more natural. You can set the voice for the host and guest in the podcast. The final step is to set the answer node to output the podcast file in WAV format. That's it. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna upload a PDF from local and wait for the app to generate the podcast. The PDF introduces OpenAI's latest Swarm framework for multi-agent systems.
Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to another exciting episode of AI Frontiers. I'm your host, Sam, and today we're diving into a fascinating new development from OpenAI. Joining us is AI expert Rachel. Rachel, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Sam. I'm thrilled to discuss this cutting-edge technology with you and your listeners.
That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed and find it helpful. Thank you. Bye.